This is how
give us some signs.
This is how you realize
that
your pastor is becoming cultic. He's the only one who preaches on Sundays. Only one. I'm telling you, if you realize your pastor is the only one who feels that he's called, he will be a cultic. He will become.
No one else is standing on the pulpit.
No one else.
Peke yake.
The only one. Number two, if you realize that he's talking so much about him, money, him, his family, run away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of KATIKATI Show. And you know KATIKATI Show is all about El Tezi, and I am seated with a great man. Seated right next to me is the only man who is a knight from the Merishire. Sir Georges, Jolie. Unasikiaje siku ya leo? How is the day?
Niko mpole na mtakatifu kakangu.
Uko mtakatifu kabisa.
Yes.
Mimi nasikia vizuri sana. Finally, we have very strong rains. I know my mother in Taita is going to. Alikuwa anateta sana mamangu najua. Mamangu alikuwa anasema alikuwa amepanda. Unakumbuka ile wakati wa kwanza?
Yes.
Mamangu alikuwa amepanda na zile mimea zote ambayo alikuwa amepanda ilikulika. Iliangamia. Unajua pia mimea huwa inaangamia. Yaani tuseme walienda loss.
Ikaangamia, mimea yote ikaangamia.
Lakini sasa finally God has done his thing and then the rain is here, so it's the year is ending full of blessings. Yaani imekuwa ni mwaka ambao inaisha na baraka sana.
You know the problem with us Kenyans?
Yes.
Most of the time huwa tunapanda. By the way mkulima anakuanga na imani mingi sana.
Ndio.
But most of the time huwa tunapanda alafu tunangoja. The other day I was talking to another mzungu.
Yes.
Mzungu Ruko, you know, somebody from uko Europe.
Ulikuwa unaongea na mzungu kutoka wapi George? Because I've never seen you with a mzungu. Na kuonanga tu na kwa kama mimi.
The other day, I said the other day before I knew you.
Before you knew me.
So this mzungu Ruko was telling me, guys, it's only in Kenya where people plant before it rains. And it's like they have a contract with God that it's going to rain.
Yes.
And I said, we are men of faith.
Yes.
Yes, we are men of faith.
This is Africa.
This is Africa where people are faithful to God and we believe in God.
So what did he actually tell you? What do they do?
You know, with them, from winter to summer. So mostly they don't even require rains. Yes. And you know that place you can predict. In Africa you can't.
Yes.
You can predict during the rainy season. In Europe you can't.
Yes.
Yeah. And in Africa you can't, but in Europe you can.
Sir Georges, you know, during the African Climate Summit, the African presidents were you know, they were stating that it's those nations, the developed nations, that have really caused havoc to our climate, that has brought all this. So you should tell that Muzungu. Next time, ongea pesa ikiwa mdomoni. Ongea hata kusema eti Wakenya sisi Wakenya anyway.
But I think also we need now to mature up.
Yes. So what do you mean, Sir Georges? What do you mean?
Because we have plenty of water, rivers, plenty of fresh water.
Yes.
Rivers from Mabadeas, rivers from Mount Kenya. Chelangan Hills.
Yes.
All over the country there are rivers.
Yes.
So it's the high time we started harvesting the waters and using these rivers to grow our crops.
Yes.
Do irrigation.
Yes.
And I think the county governments should now start thinking on how to invest in food. You know, the only thing that Kenya imports from Uganda and Tanzania is food. No shoes.
Yes.
So, but I saw somebody that made in Uganda, made in Namanga, Tanzania.
Shoes.
A shoe.
Yes. You saw somebody looking good in Tanzanian shoes.
You know, it was written made in Tanzania, Namanga. You know what it is?
Yes.
It's a tire, car tire, cut and made they have made a shoe from a tire of a vehicle. A truck.
Sir George, such a mambo yako. Naona pale unalenga sasa. I can see where you're headed, Sir George. You just want to get into that. On X, Kenyans are very, 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 very violent when it comes to attacking other nations. And I see you're going to start.
No, it's true. It's a show that I admire because this guy went to spend a night in a girlfriend's house. And in the morning, the boy, the lady has a son. So the boy woke up in the morning and went outside and went, "Mom, who was with a tractor here? Who came with a tractor in our compound?"
Sir George's. That's why our viewers tell you that Sir George's is the only knight from America. The only man that really Sir George's. You told me that your grandmother said no to death.
Yes, not my grandmother.
Yes.
My grandfather.
Your grandfather?
My grandfather refused to die.
Yes.
And so my grandmother used to say.
Yes. Your grandfather refused to die.
Yes.
Yaani wakati wake umefika lakini akasema no.
So my mother
said no to death.
He refused to die.
Akaandamana. Aliwekea Mungu sufuria kwa kichwa.
Alikataa kufa. So what he did?
Yes.
He refused. My mother used to say, "Who can injure me? Who can kill me? Who can harm me?
Who can bother me?
Who can bother me? I am unbogable." So she used to say, "I am a daughter of this man, of my father, who refused to die and died seated."
Yes. So your great grandfather,
my
immediate grandfather,
the father to my mother. He refused to die.
Yes.
So he died seated.
Yes. And until mukamuzika hivyo.
I was not
you're not there. Because I see in some countries, especially in Lagos, in Nigeria, the state of Lagos and those states, they bury their people in very special ways. You find that mtu kama huyo amezikwa, amekalia kiti. Na kiti hicho ni cha dhahabu. I'm telling you, those guys don't joke. Wako na mafuta. Hii 17 milioni inawasumbua hapa ya mafuta. Pale Nigeria kitu kidogo hiyo.
Those are tricksters. It's not gold.
Yes.
You cannot bury gold. Who is that?
Yes.
I am told this anyway.
Inakuwa ni uongo.
They only paint gold colors.
Yes.
Golden colors. So it's not gold.
Come to think about it. Umenikumbusha mtu mwingine wa ajabu sana sikia leo. You reminded me of one apostle. You know apostle who? Kamlesh Patni. The man of God. You remember him?
That's not a he's apostle. Brother Apostle Kamlesh Patni.
Brother, it's called Brother Paul. Brother Paul.
Who saw the light.
Ministering. Brother Paul, I'm telling you, our viewers, if you've never heard about the story of Brother Paul Kamlesh Patni, that guy was amazing. That was also another bag.
The golden bag.
Yes.
Scandal.
Yes.
Mastermind.
No, don't say scandal, Wala. This guy gave his life to Christ. And you know when he was redeemed. So the scandal in the talker, after kesi kwa koti iliisha, this guy now is Brother Paul.
It's true, he got saved. He has a testimony.
Yes.
He's a preacher.
Yes.
But even Paul, Paul, his namesake.
Yes.
He was called Saul.
Yes.
Saul used to kill Christians.
Yes.
He used to murder them.
Yes.
He used to kill them.
Yes.
And his history has always remained. So, brother, pastor, apostle, Kamlesh Patni.
Internet does not forget.
Used to be a golden bag scam.
Do you know that Brother Paul started his intrigues when he was barely 22 years old? By 23 years old, that guy had seated with President Moi. And I kid you not, sitting with President Moi in those days, it was superb.
Do you know why? Do you know the history of this man? He comes from the family of Nagini Patni. Nagini Patni.
Nagini Patni.
When you talk of God in Kenya, you talk of Nagini.
Nagini Patni.
You are not married?
Me?
Yeah. If you're married, then you would never did a wedding. If you do a wedding,
unataka nitangaze msimamo kwa radio. Unajua nasikiza watu wangapi hapo kwa planet G where everything is green.
through this,
yes,
sets you free. Yes.
Nimesingoja Joji. Truth sets you free.
It sets you free.
And you know one thing about that, even right before you get into the partner and Nagni partner thing, is that nimekuja kusikia in these days, the women out there, if you're married and you just tell them, you know what, I have number 1 A and you're going to be number 1 B and number 1 C, they don't have a problem as long as you tell them the truth, so that they know what time to call and what time not to call. Anyway, Nagni partner.
So that's why I'm saying history is very important, because the history we are talking about Patini, he also has history, and that is what made him who he was and who he is.
Yes.
He comes from a family of goldsmith.
Yes.
Goldsmith. Yes.
Watu wanashughulikia mambo ya dhahabu.
Dhahabu.
Yes.
Dhahabu. They are great. It's a great family. The one that has been doing gold in Kenya for many years.
Yes. Na hapo ndio nilipata ufunuo.
When I used to have a
babake. When you used to have what?
It was gold and ring.
Ulienda wapi sasa?
Party, nagging party.
Uliweka kando.
I grew fat.
Zakayo amekataa kushuka. Zakayo amekataa kushuka. Wakenya wamejaribu, wameteta. Amesema yeye lazima watu watoe ushuru. Na watu watoe ushuru kwa ile gia yake. He has said that no, for us to grow as a nation, we have to pay taxes. And not only pay taxes with a capital, with capital letters.
Yes.
What's up? I've seen it's almost like the opposition now. They have started to make merry with him. Nimeanza kuona, unajua they say in Swahili that dalili ya mvua ni mawingu. Na vile nimeona vile Raila na karibia hapo.
Na dalili ya mvua ni nini?
Dalili ya mvua
ni upepo.
Mapepo. Yes. Vile nimeona ni kama Raila has started, warming up, and Ruto has started warming up. And soon we're going to see someone on the stairs wakipiga bonge la handshake. Wapi wa Kenya? Where are Kenyans? Are we safe?
Kenyans are always taken for a ride. Can I say Kenyans are bicycles or motorcycles?
Sisi ni mabike.
Yes.
Blakia mama mountain bike.
Whichever bike.
Mountain bike.
I don't care about the bike.
Yes.
I don't ride bikes.
Yes.
Whether motorbikes or motorcycles, all of them are bikes.
Electrical at least.
They are all bikes.
Yes.
So a bike is a bike.
Yes.
And it's when it has 3, it's called 4. It's called quad bikes.
Yes.
When it's 3, it's called tukutuk.
Yes. The man from America.
So what happens is taxes.
Yes.
As I always say,
it's
good to pay tax, and it's a must.
Yes.
It's an obligation.
Yes.
To pay tax.
Yes.
But it should not be given to Zacchaeus.
Yes.
Zacchaeus in his history of stealing from the scoffers.
Yes.
Picking from the scoffers. However, when he saw the light, when he saw the light, Jesus Christ, he returned. All that he had taken. So I hope that what we are giving out is not going to go to people's pockets.
So the most important thing is at least we hope that the government is really going to put the tax into the right usage, right?
I'll tell you something. If Ruto refuses to come down from that Shikamotri,
ngoja Joji, wait. Tayari as we see it, Zakayo amekataa kushuka. And you know what? Baba ameanza kupanda. Zakayo amekataa kushuka. Baba ni nani sasa? Kwa sababu ni Zakayo. Baba ni nani? Daudi. Hebu mpatie baba jina. Ni Daudi.
Baba ni nani?
Hawa ni Matayo. Zakayo amekataa kushuka. Matayo ameanza kupanda.
Tulisema baba aitwe baba.
Wacha kwa hivyo baba aitwe kingine.
Baba akipanda kwa mkuyu.
Ameanza kupanda.
Kuna vitu mbili itatendeka. Hata akianguka haezi kufa kwa sababu ni baba. Now what will happen is baba akipanda juu ya mkuyu na Zakayo naye akikatalia hapo, baba hana option B, ni kupanda. Kwa sababu
na ameshaanza kupanda.
Asipopanda Ruto atakuwa very successful kwa serikali yake.
Yes. Kwa hivyo ngoja George, umenichanganya kidogo. Ngoja kidogo, kuja pole pole. Nasema watazamaji wetu wanaangalia wanataka kuelewa.
Naomba ni samahani nitarudia.
Yes.
Baba
yes.
asipopanda juu ya mkuyu
yes.
kwa sababu Zakayo amekataa kushuka.
Yes.
Zakayo atakuwa very successful kama hataweka pesa kwa mifuko yake na ya wapenzi wake na CSs na what have you, the country will be very successful. Kwa hivyo baba ana jukumu lingine ila kupanda juu ya mkuyu.
Yes.
Ndio aweze kusema ya kwamba wakati nilipanda juu ya mkuyu ndio maendeleo ilitokea.
So George, you've really opened our eyes on that. Kwa hivyo hiyo ndio game plan ambayo ina unfold.
Hiyo nakwambia ukweli. Asipo kama pesa za nchi hazitawekwa mifuko ya Zakayo.
Yes.
Zitawekwa kwa development ya nchi.
Yes. Kenya
atakuwa very successful. In the next 4 years, kila mtu atakuwa anasema hala.
Yes.
Nilikwambia wakati Kibaki aliingia kuwa president, alianza kutax wananchi.
Yes.
Akawatax pesa mingi sana.
Yes.
Na watu wakamchukia.
Yes.
Wakawa second term watu wale wengi hawakumpigia.
Yes.
In fact, Raila won the election. Lakini sisi watu wa Tharaka Nithi tukaamua watoto yetu wote na sisi tukampigia.
Lakini hizo zilikuwa za uongo.
Naomba nimalizie ya kwamba kila mtu siku hizi huwa anaimba Kibaki was the best president.
Yes.
Lakini tulikuwa tumempigia kura tumtoe.
Yes.
Kwa sababu ya taxes. So taxes are good, but Kibaki every coin that yenye ilitoka kwa mfuko ya mwananchi,
yes,
iliingia kwa kutengeneza barabara,
yes,
kwa kutengeneza mashule, kwa kulipa school fees,
yes,
na watu wakaendelea sana, nchi ikaendelea. Kwa hivyo yes, Zakayo kama vile tunamuita
abaki hapo hapo,
akibaki hapo na mimi kulingana na mimi asishuke,
yes,
lakini asiibe.
Sajojes.
Yes.
Nimeona some guys had a very good plan. Yes. These guys, I don't know how they did this, but somehow they got knowledge of some cash transfer that was on transit. Something like 439 billion. Unasikia pesa ngapi? Trillion. No, 439 trillion.
Kenya shillings?
Kenya, no, US dollars.
439 trillion.
Yani wajamaa walikuwa wamepata, kuna mpangilio wa jamaa walikuwa wamesikia kwamba there is some money that is going to be in transit, on transit. 439 trillion dollars. Wajamaa wa Kenya. I usually tell you, George, Kenyans are
ilikuwa inabebwa nifanye elewe, ilikuwa inabebwa na meli,
yes,
na ndege, yes, gari, ama ilikuwa inabebwa na
sasa ile pesa ilikuwa inatoka Gabon, inakwenda taifa lingine, na ilikuwa inakwenda kuna njia ambazo wanatumia kupeleka pesa kama zile. As in fact, mtu kama wewe, Sir Georges, you might be even on a better need to tell us, but this money was going 439 trillion dollars. So what did these guys plan? Because they understood that this money is coming in cash, they came to Kenya. They first, I think, intercepted those emails. Then they summoned themselves somewhere in Nairobi. Unakumbuka Nairobi? Just Nairobi. Somewhere in Nairobi. And these guys planned it. They had a room. It looked like mambo ya KRA, where they were going to clear and everything. And that's where they orchestrated. Sasa, kuna wale wa jamaa ambao walikuwa na hiyo tenda. These guys who are doing that kind of business and unsuspecting, foreigners. This guys got a hold of them and told them, you know what? We have already in Kenya 36,000 USD. And that 36,000 USD needs to be cleared. So those guys came all the way from the country they were in to Kenya to clear this money. Wakiwa wamebeba pesa ya kuclear hii pesa. Unaona? Pesa ya kuclear nini?
Clear pesa.
Ya kuclear pesa. And that's where the Kenyans were nabbed by the DCI. Judges, pesa kama hii, $439 trillion. How do you just imagine how these people conceived, even imagine stealing such money? Utaweka wapi? If those guys who stole 81 million mpaka sahi hata wameshikwa, I think so, wanapatilika pesa kweka. These guys are geniuses, don't you think so, George?
I'm disappointed.
Why?
With the DCI.
Why?
So disappointed. Because the guy that was coming to clear the money,
yes,
those ones are con men.
Yes.
Because what were they coming to clear? Now, number one,
no, and you hear, George, they even had all the paraphernalia, everything.
No,
there
is something I'm trying to understand, and I think it was all of them. The ones who were conning, they are all con men.
Yes.
Because I think the Kenyans were geniuses.
Yes.
Those are geniuses. So maybe they found out that these guys and some super money, big money.
439 trillion dollars.
So they had an idea.
Yes.
On how to con the Muzungu, the foreigners. And so maybe the plan that there is money coming from a government, because these days you don't do cash money transfer. These days money is wired from one country to another.
Yes.
You know what you're talking about? 400 trillion.
And 39. You're forgetting 39 trillion.
Yes. You know Kenya, what is making us cry here in terms of debt?
Yes.
It's only 10 trillion.
Yes.
Kenya shilling.
Yes.
Which is equivalent.
Yes.
For that, 10 trillion.
Yes.
Is equivalent to what? It's like
yes.
10 trillion is about 1 trillion.
Yes.
USD.
Yes.
Isn't it? No, it's not even 1 trillion.
Yes.
It's about what? 100 million USD.
Yes.
It's 10 trillion.
Yes.
So that is what is making us cry.
Yes.
So I think what kind of what money we are talking about?
Yes.
Our budget is about 3 trillion.
Yes.
So you can divide 439 divided by 3. Is what?
Hatar.
439 divided by 3.
439 divided by 3.
It's about 100 plus.
Yes.
So that money can support Kenyan economy for over 100 years.
Yes.
So I think these guys were smarter than the Mzungus.
Yes.
And I think even the foreigners were thugs.
Yes.
They are just thugs because they were coming to intercept the money.
And George, as I read some of the comments.
And that was the money coming from Gabon.
Yes.
Money coming from Gabon to Kenya.
Yes.
Then to where?
Yes.
Where was it going?
Yes.
Where was the money going?
Yes. I'm just reading sentiments before even you get to where the money was going.
Yes.
From David Lee, who was the chairperson of President William Ruto's Council of Economic Affairs.
Yes.
This is what he had to say. That he questioned how the amount could be 220 times the total USD in circulation. You get that, George?
Yes.
How could it be 220 times? The US dollar that is already in circulation. Yes.
That's exactly what I'm asking. I'm just wondering.
Yes.
Why are these foreigners fooled like that?
Yes.
It means these Kenyans are geniuses.
Yes.
And what they were timing, a con man always targets what you have.
Yes.
That is the same as Muganga, the Mugangas we had.
Yes.
Yes. They are geniuses.
According to Kenyans, George, Kenyans are even doubting that DCI report, that how can 439 trillion, to Kenyans it makes absolute
no. You see, what people are not
sense.
What you are not getting here is that it's a con man game.
Yes.
So the ones who are being conned who are coming to con.
Yes.
And the one who are conning and add an idea to the foreigners. You
understand? A great viewers of planning. Wait. I just want you to repeat that statement because it is judging.
Now, you see what the foreigners are coming to do is to intercept
the
money on transits.
Yes.
So they are coming to pay the clearance for this money.
Yes.
So that they can be able to make more money.
Yes.
But they are not asking themselves what kind of money is this. You see, you are talking of 439 trillion
US dollars.
Now, that one, I see.
Yes.
It's how many trillion in Kenya shilling? You understand?
It's absurd.
You can see times 150.
Yes.
So you are talking of trillions of trillions.
Yes, because at Tony Alex Rungu here on X, Planet Jim, said that the economy of US is valued at 26.950 trillion. So the amount is even unrealistic. So what you're saying,
what is happening here is that the Kenyan mastermind,
yes,
this is a bigger mind than Patini's.
Yes.
Because they have actually a plan, shown these foreigners that there is big money here to earn from.
Yes.
And so because of greed, these guys are coming to clear the money.
Yes.
So all these are conmen.
Yes.
The white man or the foreigners are conmen.
Yes.
But they are also being conned by conmen of conmen.
Yes.
Chairman of chairman.
And do you think that whoever gave us this report also is calling us?
No, he's not. I don't think he's
Kenyans.
I don't think he's lying to us.
Yes.
Because these are information from the conned men.
This is Nairobi. And in Nairobi, anything can happen. There's one person who said that Nairobi is like New York. You know? Anything goes. In Nairobi, ukilalisha rada, watu wanapita na wewe. Ukilalisha rada Nairobi, utapata mwanasi wako. This is not a walk in the
park. In Nairobi, people still,
you
remember, still other parents' kids in hospital when a mama is giving birth.
Yes.
She must be careful.
Yes.
Because the child will be stolen.
Yes.
So, you see, people have become so
Yes. Somebody told me, Sir
what do you think is the cause of this?
Yes.
What do you think is the cause of this?
Before you even get there, Sir George, somebody told me that in Nairobi, all you need to do is to have a suit, a very good suit and some very good shoes, and everything will come. Everything, kila kitu tajileta kwako. Anyway, Sir George, what is leading Kenyans to do this? Is it our innate ability? Is it, unajua you can't be born like this. There's a friend of mine, I used to go with him to the market. And when we get to the market, we are going to buy, vegetables. Tutanunua pale skuma, tununue nini. But after we have finished buying, we're paying, and we are the two of us. Huyu jamaa, upende usipende, uamini usiamini, atatoka na manyanya. Utaona nyanya zinatoka kwa mfuko. Utaona nyanya kitunguu inatoka kwa, unamuuliza, what time did you do this? What made you do this? Because we had the money to pay for nyanya. We had the money to pay for kitunguu. Anasema tu, nimesikia tu tukatizo nyanya. Unaona?
Wow.
So I'm wondering, is it our ni kitu ambayo tumezaliwa nayo kama Kenya? Because you
are sticky fingers inherited from our parents.
Sticky fingers.
But our parents were not thieves.
Yes.
So I think it's not like that.
No, not actually. You can be born with it.
Not a
you can also acclimatize. Unajipata kama situation ya Kenya nakwambia, and the way right now Zakayo has taken us. Georges, you will acclimatize. Ile unasikia unafundishwa how to survive. Mtaenda kufundisha how to be street smart.
No, you see,
yes.
I told you the other day.
Yes.
Tax is a must.
Yes.
And tax, you're never taxed if you have nothing.
Yes.
Those people who are taxed are those people with money.
Yes.
And those people with money are the ones who are taxed, so that the ones who don't have.
But George, there's something you're
can be able to benefit.
There's something you're forgetting, that there is the value added tax.
Yes.
Yes.
So what is value added? What is value added? People don't understand what we call value added tax. Now there is this laptop here. If you buy this laptop, you go and resell it, you make profits. If you buy it at $10, $10,
yes,
you go and sell it at $12,
yes,
you get $2.
Yes.
So you're supposed to pay 16% of the $2.
Yes.
Not the $12, the $2.
Yes.
Now the one who buys from you goes and sell it for $14.
Yes.
So how much has he made?
Yes.
It's another $2.
Yes.
So he's also supposed to pay 16%.
Yes.
It's value added.
Yes.
It's value
and that's why unapata that when Zakayo amekuja ameongeza hizo tax zote, eventually what I used to afford at a very fair price to me has gone up, right? No.
You see, let me tell you something. I'm saying you cannot be taxed if you have nothing. You are taxed when you have.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
The other day I give you an example of what our father used to tell us. I told you when our calves used to die, he would tell us they only die with their cows.
Yes.
So if you have nothing, nobody will tax you.
No one will tax you.
Because you have nothing to be.
Yes. Our viewers back at home, do you share the same sentiments as Sir George's here, the man from the Meru Shire? Do you share the same sentiments? If you share any sentiments, just get to our wall down there, comment and tell us what you think about that. But in the meantime, Sir George's, you are there in Nairobi. Unajua, nilikuwa nakuuliza Sir George's, hii kitu ya Nairobi, si hii maneno ya hii shida yenye iko sahi. Inafanya kwamba unapata watoto wetu wanazaliwa wakiwa sticky fingers. Yaani ni shamba la mawe. So this person, you put them in Nairobi, he has to make some money, Now that's when you see, George in Nairobi town, just make a mistake of asking someone on a bad day, umeamka on the wrong foot, na ulize mtu direction ya kwenda mahali, you will pay, you see.
No.
And that person will charge you because they believe that they have done a service for you. So amekuonesha either right, either left, fanya hivi, you need to pay 100 bob.
Which is okay. If, for example, today I went in Nairobi or whichever town, and I want somebody to take me to a place I don't know,
yes,
I will either get a Uber,
yes,
I'll get a taxi to that location,
yes,
and I'll pay.
Yes.
So if I ask you to take me to a new location by foot, I should pay you.
Yes.
I should pay you, and I should be paid. If I take you to a new location,
yes,
you should pay me. There is no reason why you should not pay me. I have walked you to that place.
Unless ulienda wapi?
It's not true.
Humanity, Sir George's, it's a direction. I'm a direction. Turn right, turn left, turn right again. There you are. And it goes to a point that if you get to a boda guy, anakubeba. Anakutoa kwa street moja, umesimama point A, umepata hapo, anaenda kidogo, anapiga kona, anakuambia ni hapa ndo umefika.
Now what I'm saying is you don't have to expect free service. Because this life, every minute counts.
Yes.
Every second counts.
Yes.
So what you're supposed to know is, if you have requested somebody to take you to a new location, to a location that you don't know, then you have the obligation of paying that person.
Yes.
If that person... I don't care whether...
Oh my God.
I'm on a...
Oh my God.
But what I'm saying is, if we agree that if you want me to take you to the location you want to go, be ready to pay me.
And if it's not taking
but if you don't have money, tell me, man, I am lost.
Yes.
And would you take me to this and this place? Without any pay? I will say yes. If I have extra time to spare, then I will take you. However, I will say that we don't inherit bad behavior.
Yes.
Bad behavior is inculcated in us through our social setup. Now, in Kenya, mostly of late, we find that every story you read is a so-and-so store, Kamlesh Patin store, with golden bag, he became a rich man, he became Pastor Paul, Brother Paul. Mudavadi did this. Uhuru did this. His father did this. Ruto did this, Raila did this, his father did this. You know, we don't have good stories.
Yes.
We don't have people. Even the radio stations, the TV stations don't give us people who are real, who have strived to succeed.
They keep choggers.
They keep choggers.
Yes.
They keep. Yes,
they only hit. By the way, George, I think it's because someone like Kipchoge, you will only hear his name when he's doing the marathon. After that, but we see him anyway. We see him on a certain TV station.
But you see, we have not seen a guy come from zero, worked through his through hardship, and became a rich man.
Yes.
So our kids know that if you want to be a rich person, if you want to be super rich, then you have to steal.
Yes.
And this is where we have a problem.
You have to join the school of government. You have to study procurement.
You have
to study procurement. So I'm telling you nowadays, people really want to study procurement. And they believe that once you do procurement, you get into government. Now, wibe mapesa mingi pako toke kwa TV.
Do you know
it's
a culture because when as we were in college, the most rich people used to be DCs, DOs, PSAs, you know, those big boys in the government. So everybody used to do government. The degree in the university they used to call it history and government. That is what all people used to do. There was nothing like procurement. Now, today's kids are doing procurement because of Anwaigoro.
So, have you ever been fleeced in Nairobi?
Now, I have not lost money in Nairobi. Say for example, when I'm buying like land or something like that. But a friend of mine one time, I used to do. I was in the business of exports. And so there is this partner I used to have. We used to be based in Anyoki. And so one day he calls me. So I realized he was not supplying as he used to supply. And then he calls me one day and tells me, man, there is a big business here. So I said, what the business? He said, if you want, come to Nairobi. Fortunately, I was in Nairobi. So he told me to meet at, not Serena, but what do you call this hotel?
Hilton.
No, not Hilton. The next one. What do you call it? The one at junction of Moi.
Intercontinental.
No, not that. Tomboya. Moi Tomboya. I mean Tomboya and Moi. Yes. There is an hotel there. I can't.
650?
No. I can't. 680. No, 680. I can't remember the name.
650. So my.
So I can't remember the name of the hotel, but that is junction of Tomboya and Moyave. So I met him there. We got in. He called the guys and said, my boss is coming. So
you are the boss?
Guys came with UN vehicles. 3 of them. With big antennae, you know. Yani 3 UN vehicles. So they came in. But they dropped the guys and the vehicles were dropping and going. So I understood this one is so and so in the UN, this one is so and so in the UN. So and the kind of money they were talking about. It's like what you are hearing.
439.
Huge big ones. Now they were carrying a bag which was loaded with dollars. But all of them were stamped for Southern Sudan. So I asked them, now, why do you want us to take money that is intended to help the poor in South Sudan?
So George, I tell you are an amazing person. You saw such kind of money, and all you could think about is why
do you want us to
steal money from South Sudan?
Why do you want us to? You know, that time they were fighting in South Sudan. So I asked them, why do you want us to free these people? So they said, it's an opportunity that we have. So they gave me the story and said, now what is lacking is the chemical to clean this
man,
this stamp. You see, it was stamped. So I said, how much is it going to cost? It's going to cost 5 million. So I said, you guys are working with the UN, you are missing 5 million.
How?
So they said, you know, as we have to use people from outside, then I asked them, now, why has the vehicle, the vehicles were coming, dropping them, firing.
Yes.
No stopping.
Yes.
You understand? If you are a boss, if I am a boss, I will go with my driver. My driver will drop me and wait for you.
Yes. Yes.
So I realized this is a conman.
Yes.
So I tried to tell these guys this is a conman.
Yes.
And he could not listen to me.
The guy was interested in making the millions.
Do you know what?
Multi-millions.
Do you know what? I don't want to mention his name, but do you know what?
Yes.
He had a vehicle that there were only 2 guys in Kenya with that vehicle.
Yes.
Called Toyota Cavaria.
Yes.
You know it?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
Toyota Cavaria.
Yes.
That vehicle, you know how much somebody bought it?
Yes.
200K.
200,000.
200K.
Because this
the
guy
was
so desperate.
It was no. You see what happened?
Yes.
He lost all the money.
Oh, he lost all the money.
He lost all the money.
Even before he sold the car.
Yes, he lost all the money, and then what happened is he was owing somebody some money.
Yes.
And this money, because he had borrowed so much money to be able to
finance the
tender.
Yes.
The money eventually he had to sell this car.
Yes.
And most of his vehicles were taken.
Yes.
And he became a pulper, in fact. Became very desperate.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, when you see a deal is so good, you ought to think twice.
Yes.
Why are these people not using their money?
Yes.
Just the other day, last week.
Yes.
In fact, last week,
yes,
a friend of mine calls me and tells me, guy, my sister has got a big tender.
Yes.
And he needs somebody to finance him.
Yes.
To finance her.
Yes.
So I asked him how much money does he want. So what kind of business is this? So he explained to me, and I asked him. He told me it's a company that is dealing with the these pesticides, termites. They want to buy chemicals for killing termites.
Yes.
And what have you?
Yes.
So I asked him, guy. I told him, you know what? There is a friend of mine who was frozen about 5 million, and they supply those chemicals. So I told him,
same chemical,
yes, same company,
yes.
So I told him, you know what? I want to call somebody.
Yes.
Let's engage this person. You know what is there.
Yes.
So I told him to call the sister.
Yes.
Called the sister. Then conference.
Yes, conference.
Then I now engage the other guy, and I told him, you guys keep quiet, don't talk.
Yes.
I want you to hear how I'm going to engage this guy. This guy, I told him, now there is a friend of mine.
Yes.
Who want to supply a company called this and this name.
Yes.
Those guys are con men.
Yes.
They conned me a lot of money.
Yes.
So the story developed.
Yes.
They developed. So this guy.
How did they do it? How did they do it? You said it'd be good because they don't get fleas like that.
What they do, you see,
yes,
is the same principle that they are used to con the foreigners.
Yes.
They will provide the source.
Yes.
They will tell you, these guys are buying this chemical.
Yes.
And they normally buy from this person.
Yes.
And wherever, they will show you the stores where the chemical is bought.
Yes.
And they will show you where to supply.
Yes.
And then they will tell you the one who has been supplying.
Yes.
Maybe he's gone to UK, maybe he's gone somewhere, or maybe he has died and there is nobody else.
Yes.
So I told this lady, just keep on telling them you don't have money for another 3 weeks.
Yes.
Then after you tell them you are desperate, you cannot get the money.
Yes.
And finalize the nini.
Yes.
Then after that, call them after another 1 week and tell them, now I've got the money. They will still tell you, bring it.
Yes.
And that's what he did. Then they realized these are cons.
So no matter how long you wait, you keep them waiting.
Even 100 years you call them, they will tell you,
the deal is still over. Oh, beautiful Kenyans back at home. You're watching our show on Planet Gym, where everything is green. Remember that you need to hit the subscription button so that anytime we post such videos, you're able to get them firsthand. Have you been conned in Nairobi? Have you gone through this? You need to really share with us so that we can share your story with others, so that we can save other people. They don't get conned the same way. Unajua ukipata kama wewe umepitia shida kama hiyo, kama rafiki ya George, unasema, George, you know what happened to me? just a couple of weeks ago, you know, and I must admit, it's actually what you're saying. It is the thirst of growing, multiplying what you have really fast. You know, the need or the want, let's say the want, or let's say the lust of becoming rich very fast.
It's being greedy.
Yes. So mine was a friend of mine. And this is not now about money, but this is somebody who is a creative, is a content creator, and this guy has been there, you know, working hard, putting in the work each and every day, releasing videos, releasing everything, and of course they want their channels to be big. You know, you want to have 1 million subscribers and everything. You know, that's what's really bugging some of these creatives. So a guy calls him, he tells him, listen, I can get you to 100,000 views. You know what? I have been doing this. I buy, you know, there's a way you don't buy views, but you advertise, you market, you sponsor your ad. So there are companies that, you know, it's like they're brokers. So you sponsor to them and get to these viewers, you know, within a click of a button. So this guy tells this guy, you know, this is what I can do. I have money in my account. My main job is to make sure that you guys, content creators, get these views. So I already have money there, but I am in need of cash. But I can use this money in the account to make your YouTube views go up. But please just give me some cash, little cash, you know. But I'll
add cash.
Yes, just give me some little cash. Let me use the little cash to buy what I want to buy because I don't have cash money. Then the money that's is in my account, I'll use it to sponsor your content. So this guy asks the gentleman, how much? This guy goes, 10K. 10K I'll get you 1 million subscribers. Then the guy says, 1 million. Of course, it's a little bit too much, you know, 10K. You know, just giving someone. No, I can do 5K. The guy says, oh, you can do 5K. Then please don't tell anyone. I'm doing it for only you. The guy said, let me look. He went lower. No, I can do, no, I'm just checking my M-Pesa. Seems like there's a problem. I can do 2,500. The guy says, 2,500 is not, that's too little. But she'll be giving me more jobs. Utakuwa unanipatia kazi zingine hapo kule na kufanyia. Yes, nakuwa nakupatia. Basi tuma tu 2,500. So this guy imagines in his mind that you can use 2,500 to advertise your song and get or your content and get, you know, over 1 million views. You know, just pay. And he wasn't telling him that it's gonna take time. He was telling him, once I just activate my account and take your link, it's gonna, you know, you multiply very fast. Yes, hit 1 million. Within, he's telling this guy, you're getting 1 million views within like an hour. You know. So guess what happens? This guy thinks, he imagines, he really wants the 1 million views. I don't know what he wants it for. I don't know what actually artists do it because yes they earn, but sometimes I think it's like chasing dreams and just wanting to be seen that you have the numbers. So this guy sends the money, 2,500. After you, right after that, blue tick. The guy went silent. So he called me. He tells me, Altezi, I want you to go and mention this guy's name on Katikati. Tell your fans that this guy, he fleeced me. This is his name. This is his number. I want to go. I told him, my friend, no. You are the one. How can you imagine you'll get 1 million views with sponsoring to favor?
No, Altezi. Yes. That is very good. It is very good. You see,
what is good?
Losing 2,500.
I do this.
You see what happens?
Yes.
Experience.
Yes.
Is very important.
Yes.
Experience.
Best teacher.
Yes. So when you lose money,
yes,
you can never lose it again.
Yes.
So if you don't lose 2,500,
yes,
you lose 2,500,000.
But George, lust is dangerous. When you're chasing after something, it's even like, that first love, just like love, when you keep chasing it blindly, it doesn't matter how many times you get heartbroken, you will still go after it. And there's some people, George, I can assure you, there's some people that went from losing 1,000 to 2,000 to 10,000 because they still imagine. Unajua watu wakwachi wakiona bado umesha kidogo wanakuambia kuna kidogo tu imebakia unabeki niko.
No, you see what happens. You see what happens.
Yes.
When you go for an interview,
yes,
you are told, I want people with 10 years of experience. That is the kind of experience people look for.
Yes, 10 years kind of experience.
You see, what it means is that you've been tried and tested.
Yes.
You're passed through fire.
Yes.
So this guy now will be very careful in the future.
Yes.
Not just, you see, there are also some fans of ours, our fans, we are giving them tips.
Yes.
If you find that somebody is is offering you so good a deal, why is he not doing it? Why is he not doing it?
Yes.
Why does he want you to be rich alone?
Yes. And they don't want to be rich.
Why do they want your liquid money?
Yes.
You know, I was told of one guy,
yes,
the washboard guys.
Yes.
What they did,
yes,
they went to a very senior officer,
yes,
government officer.
Yes.
They gave him they asked for 50 million shillings. He's a rich man.
Yes.
They told him, if you give us 50 million,
yes,
we are going to be able to make you about 1 billion Kenya shillings.
Yes.
So what they did, he gave them 50 million in cash.
Yes.
So what they did, they went and gave him, they pretended they were making money.
Yes.
And they gave him back 25 million.
Yes.
You know, new notes.
Yes.
They actually, you know, it's like they had machines that they were producing. You know, it's a setup.
Yes.
They were able to produce 25 million Kenya shillings.
Yes.
Clean money.
Yes.
So they give him that money in dollars. They gave him that money. And then they told him the machine is broken. So you see what they were targeting?
They knew the guy had more money.
You know what they were targeting? 25 million.
Yes.
And they got it. So they reimbursed him 25 million.
Yes.
So this guy is a friend of these guys.
Yes.
They are very good friends.
Yes.
They always keep on telling him the part that
how it's
broke,
happening.
The part that broke.
Yes.
We have not yet got it.
Yes.
We are still working on it.
Yes.
And you know, in the meantime, he's having a lot of fake dollars in his house.
Yes. Great people, if you've gone through this, we definitely commiserate with you guys back at home. Share again your story with us so we are able to share with other suspecting Kenyans. Sajodis, itabidi tukuje hapa tuchambue maneno kabisa. This story ni hatari sana. Ni hatari sana because Kenyans kila siku ukiamka watu wanadanganywa online, watu wanadanganywa offline, kila mahali. Yaani mimi naonanga tu pale. In fact, the judges, there's a time that I worked in a petrol station in town, and there's a certain shop right which was right in, opposite me. The things that were going on in that shop, I used to sit, yaani unaangalia hivi unashangaa. Simu utasikia tu sikia, maduru zimepigwa. That's a woman. Mara amepatiwa laptop haina chochote. Mara you are given a laptop, you're told this laptop is a good laptop. You check underneath there's nothing. Hakuna battery, hakuna nini.
By the way, I remember I have ever been called.
Yes.
You asked me about that.
Yes.
Now, one day I went to Kirinyaga.
Yes.
And I wanted to buy spare parts for my vehicle.
Yes.
So the total of the spare part was coming to 65,200.
Yes.
So as I was preparing to pay,
yes,
you see, somebody taps me at the back,
yes,
and told me, you know what, we can get you these spare parts through the back door at 32,500. You see, that's a half.
Yes.
I'm gaining.
Yes.
I'm saving.
Yes.
30,000.
Yes.
So they talked to me and told me, give us the money. We're going to bring you the spare parts right now.
Yes.
So I don't know what really became of me. Yes. This day, I don't know. I have never understood what really happened.
Yes.
Because it's very hard to con Sir George's.
Yes.
But this day I lost.
Yes.
I actually counted 30,000.
Yes.
30,000. Do you know what he did? The moment he got that money,
yes,
he took off.
Yes.
and there was dust.
Yes. He took off.
He took off.
Hata sile pole.
He ran. And there is no way I would have done. I mean, even if you are kept kila mtu akona ndio akifukuzwa na simba lakini si wakati wanakibishana na mwizi. So this guy left and disappeared. So what I did, I just went back to the shop. In fact, within the same minute I went back to the shop and paid. So I paid for the spare part
60,000.
90,000. Yes.
Oh my God. Sir Georges, that is Nairobi.
Niambie pole tu.
Pole sana. That is Nairobi for you. Great viewers of ours. Tunawapenda sana. We love you and we are sending much love to you guys back at home. Keep watching our channel. This is Planet Jim. Send to us whatever you want us to discuss in our next show. And remember, you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube and get to Facebook, get to Instagram, get to X and follow Planet Jim. And Planet Jim is powered by Jim Estates, where we inspire you guys to own a home. Remember, investing in land is investing in your future. We have great products right there at Jim Estates. And all you need to do is to visit the Jim Estates. Na ukumbuke kwamba shamba za Jim Estates. Jokes,
yes.
Shamba za Jim Estates ni halal. Yani sio zile shamba zile za kubomola na kuanguka.
Yes. Shamba za Jim Estates.
Umeweka tick. Weka tick.
Naivas. You know what I like about Naivas?
Yes.
Naivas Supermarket.
Yes.
Their logo is a tick.
Yes, weka tick.
It's a weka tick.
Again, people, that was KATIKATI here, live on Planet Jim with everything.